The organs for the male reproductive system include the testes, which is the gonads that produce sperm and make testosterone, the epididymis, which is the place to maturate and develop the sperms, the ductus deferens. This is going to be the duct for storage, maturation, and transport of sperm. The prostate gland and seminal vesicles, and the bulbourethral glands. These these are the accessory glands that secrete the fluid portion of semen. And finally, we have the external genitalia, which is going to be the penis, and the sac for the testes, which is going to be the scrotum. The testes and epididymis are contained into the scrotum, and the ductus deferens transport the sperm from the scrotum back through the pelvic cavity and delivers to the urethra. The testes perform two different functions. The first function is going to be the sperm production, a two-step process. The first step is going to be the spermatogenesis, and the second is going to be the spermiogenesis. The spermatogenesis involves a diploid stem cell, the spermatogonium, and undergone under meiosis in order to produce here some haploid gametes, the spermatids. Each spermatogonium produces 4 spermatid here. The second function of the testes is to secrete testosterone. This is performed by the endocrine cells called interstitial cells between the seminiferous tubules, and these cells are located the spaces between the adjacent seminiferous tubules. Testosterone has many targets, including assisting the stimulation of Sertoli cells to promote the spermatogenesis, stimulating bone and muscle growth, establishing or maintaining secondary sexual characteristics, and maintaining the libido in adults, and maturing and maintaining the male accessory glands. Here we can see the steps for the spermatogenesis. The first division is going to be mitosis and 2 identical dotted cells. And then it's going to be diploid cells, and this is going to be the primary spermatocyte. Then we have the meiosis. This is going to be the first division, meiotic division, and we're going to get the secondary spermatocyte, and these 2 cells are not identical, and they have a haploid charge. And finally, we have the second meiotic division. We're going to get 4 haploid cells, and not identical, and these are going to be the spermatids, and they're going to be becoming on sperms when they're getting the tails. This is inside the adjacent seminiferous tubules. This is going to be the outermost layer or outermost part, and this is going to be the lumen. Then you have the spermatogonium is going to be far from the lumen, and the spermatids, they're going to be very close to the lumen. Again, you have more here about the histology with the testes. It's going to be a cross-section of the seminiferous tubules, and we can see in the outermost part, we can see the spermatogonia, and this is going to be the first stage of the spermatogenesis, because we're going to get, by mitosis, we're going to get the primary and secondary spermatocyte. And actually the primary one, because of the secondary one, we're going to get after the first meiotic division. And then we're going to getting closer into the lumen. We're going to get the secondary spermatocytes and then the spermatids. And finally, they're becoming in sperm. And we can have here a model for the sperm. We have the acrosome, the nucleus, the centriole. This is going to be the midpiece, and this is going to be the tail. Then we have 3 sections: the head, the midpiece, and the tail. You can see here the representation. The seminiferous tubules, they are highly coiled tubules, as you can see here. It's 1 per lobule, and here we can find the sperm production in walls of the tubules, as you can see here, and they're going to be released into the lumen here. Then we have another structure, which is this coma structure here. This is going to be the epididymis, and we have the head of the epididymis, we have the body, and we have this section right here. This portion is proximal to the testis, and then we have here the body of the epididymis, which is beginning distal to the last efferent ductile and passes inferiorly along posterior margin of testis and the tail. And this is going to be the tail of the epididymis and beginning near of the inferior border of testis, and where numbers call is decreasing here. Then we have the ductus deferens, which is going to be transporting the sperm from the scrotum back through the pelvic cavity and delivers then to the urethra. These are efferent ductules. They transport the sperm from the ready testis to the epididymis. And after we have this structure, which is called the spermatic cord, and is contained in the ductus deferens, the testicular artery, the testicular vein, the testicular nerve. And we can see here external spermatic fascia, the cremaster, which is going to be the muscle, and the internal spermatic fascia. This is going to be the pathway between the scrotum and the pelvic cavity. This is going to be the pathway, the spermatic cord. Then from the external genitalia we have the penis, and this is contained in the urethra, the pathway for the urine and semen to the exit of the body through the external meatus. A cylindrical shape is designed to fit inside the female vagina in order to deposit the sperm, and it's during the sexual stimulation, it's going to be the erectile tissues of the penis is called the corpora cavernosa, which is going to be this one in pink here. Actually, it has two of them, and it's going to be the corpus spongiosum, which is contained in the urethra here, and both they're going to be filled with blood to produce the erection. This is like we can see better the penis, and we have here the root of the penis, the bulb of the penis, and we have here the cross of penis, and actually we can see here the corpus spongiosum and the corpora cavernosa here. The corpus spongiosum, it's only one, it's in the middle, is contained in the urethra. It's a single column or of erectile tissue running length of the shaft. The penile urethra runs through the center, and we have here a network of vascular spaces, and which, when it's sexually aroused, this space filled with blood to produce the erection. The corpora cavernosa, it's a pair of columns, these two, erectile tissue running as length of the shaft. They have as well a network of vascular spaces. They are going to fill with blood to produce the erection as well. This is going to be the glans, the penis glans. It is going to be the expanded tip of the penis. It's formed by a enlarging corpus spongiosum surrounding the external urethral meatus. And sometimes we have here around the glands, we have here the foreskin or prepuce, and it's covering of skin over the glands of penis. Here you can see the ventral view of the cross section, and it's going to be these two erectile columns. They're going to be the corpora cavernosa, and in the center here we have the corpus spongiosum. As you can see here, we have the spongy urethra, And we have the vascular part. This is the dorsal vein, and this is going to be the superficial fascia of the penis, and this is going to be the deep fascia of the penis, both of them. And here we have the arteries.